On this week's episode of BJ in the Morning, we're going to do a review on Superman.
I wore the wrong shirt.
Let's go. Welcome to BJ in the Morning, your favorite podcast with dirty takes on podcasting and pop culture and movies.
Yeah, that's how we intro. You want to take that back?
I wasn't prepared because I thought you were going to do that part.
Oh, you mean... Welcome to BJ in the Morning, your favorite podcast with a dirty name and even dirtier takes on movies, TV, and pop culture. Hosted by me and Juan. My name's Brendan.
And I'm Juan?
Yeah, like I said. And I just want to start this episode out with saying that our theme song is so fun.
I love it.
I don't feel like enough people have really... express their love for it, so let us know in the comments of wherever you're listening or viewing this episode how much you love the theme song.
I think it rocks.
I also think it rocks.
I think it's K.A.
Kick-ass?
K.A.
But today we're not talking about Kick-ass or Spider-Man for that matter.
But we can one day.
Maybe one day.
One day.
Bad Movie Summer episode on Kick-Ass 2.
I don't know if I agree if that's one of the worst.
Probably not. It's not that bad, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just not as good as the first one. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about today.
We're here to talk to you about Superman.
Just 1 week late.
We wanted to wait for,
I don't think they know. Please let them know.
Spoiler-filled episode.
Are we gonna spoil things?
Why not?
Potential spoiler alert then.
Potential spoilers.
Yeah, because today we're really just giving our review and thoughts on James Gunn's Superman.
And
Superman.
I will start this episode by saying this was my, other than Fantastic Four.
Fantastic
Four. This is my most anticipated movie
of the year.
Mm-hmm. This and Fantastic Four.
Right.
But two different. What is it? Apples to apples.
Apples.
Oranges to oranges.
Apples to oranges.
Apples to pecans.
You could. Those don't compare whatsoever.
But it's like. DC and Marvel, sure.
They're both superhero movies.
Yes.
Different studios, different directions, different ideas.
And one is loved by most, and the other is hated by most.
Yeah.
I think so. I've never.
Are you
really
talking about the movies themselves?
The movies, yeah, not the comic book, not DC in a whole, but. Most people hate DC because they don't know the comic books; they just know the movies.
Right, and that's a lot of the discussion that we're going to have today. Mm-hmm. Because some of you might know that I'm not like a hardcore DC fan, like I am a Marvel fan.
Yeah.
Hence, the Spider-Man shirt for our Superman episode. It had nothing to do with me just grabbing a shirt because I came here right from work.
Right.
But here we are talking about Superman. We should probably get into it. We're already 5 minutes in the episode.
Let's do it.
So I want to start my segment with my Letterboxd review because I'm going to hype up my Letterboxd so people can maybe go follow me. We can
go
be
give
friends.
Them a follow.
We can be friends. I feel like you'll have a lot more to say than I will. So I'm gonna pull up my my little review
before you get into that. Anytime we talked about Superman or DC or James Gunn taking over, Brendan, and this is don't get offended.
I'm gonna.
Brendan would be the first one to tell me that he doesn't give a shit.
Language.
In not so harsh words.
Yeah.
And
it would be more like, let's reenact it. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Start.
Did you hear that James Gunn is making a Superman movie?
Cool.
I don't give an S. Apparently I can't say shit.
I have to add beeps every time you do it.
Anyways, so the last time we had a discussion about it, before we saw the movie, he said, I'm worried that I'm not going to enjoy it because I'm not a fan of the comic books because of all the stuff that he's going to be throwing in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, with that said, I want to hear your Letterboxd review to see if your thoughts have changed, because I was super hyped about this movie,
right?
And you just kept bringing me down.
I wasn't trying to bring you down.
You were just bringing me down.
I was just.
Who else do I have to talk to about it?
Your cats.
My cat.
Yeah.
My child.
Yeah. Who can definitely have full-on conversations.
Dad?
Yeah, your dad. Okay, so we went and saw this the day it came out, right? Friday night. And we saw it pretty late in the day. But after the movie, I sat in the parking lot and really thought about it because I wanted to write down my Letterboxd, which is at Daily Bugle Intern. If you want to go check my stuff out.
Go give him a follow.
But I wrote this down. I have not shared my thoughts with you. We have not talked about this movie since we saw it.
No.
Like at all.
Nope.
So I'm going to give you my first reaction reviews, like what I'm going to read right now. And then we can continue talking about things I've thought of since we saw the movie.
Okay.
So, Superman 2025. This movie makes me want to be a DC fan. James Gunn has brought his level of comedic timing, emotional beats, and amazing visual effects to the story of Superman, and that it truly deserves. If Gunn's vision is to stay in this lane, we are in a world of bright, vivid color, emotional depth, and characters who feel like they matter. Nicholas Hoult is by far the best on-screen Lex Luthor we have seen. I feel his pain and drive to destroy the Man of Steel. Crypto will steal your heart, and the rest of the cast feels at home, like they belong in the story, and they aren't cameos that make you go, hey, look, that guy from that one comic. It's a triumphant moment for Superman, and as a Marvel fanboy, I'm ready to ride the momentum and become a fan of superhero movies as a whole once again.
Wow.
4 stars.
You just gave me chills.
How did my review sound? Was it professional?
I got chills. Literal chills.
Are they? You got chills?
Literal chills.
Are they electrifying?
Very. You know what? Put it there. I'm proud of you.
Now, I have a lot more thoughts since we've thought about this
movie. The movie was
ass.
No,
I have a couple moments of like, meh. But overall, I have a lot of positive things to say about the movie. So, give us your first reaction for the Superman.
Well, I didn't write a Letterboxd review.
No, because you haven't made yours yet.
And I didn't write one fresh out the theater.
You should have.
But
you also had an hour drive home.
This movie was by far the best Superman movie that in my opinion, that I've seen. I agree with that. But I also have not seen the OG Superman movies. It's good. It's very 1970s, 1980s.
Yeah.
And the first movie is super boring at the start.
Yeah.
Almost half of the movie is super boring. And apparently Superman 1 and 2 were supposed to be one whole 4 or 5 hour long movie.
I actually have some really cool, like, little nuggets of information about those two movies.
Really?
Yeah, I listened to a podcast. Shout out to What Went Wrong podcast.
Shout out.
Because they did a whole episode about what went wrong with making Superman 1 and 2.
Was that a part of it?
Yeah. So basically, side quest real quick. Superman and Superman 2 were shot at the exact same time. Mm-hmm. Right? So they were shooting chunks of the movie out of order, back and forth. And my favorite bit of knowledge from this is that the ending to Superman 1 was originally the ending of Superman 2, but it leaked. Like someone leaked out the ending, and so they didn't have an ending for Superman 1, so they just took the ending from 2 and brought it over to 1.
I see.
And I thought that was interesting.
Very interesting.
That movie went through a lot of hell to be made.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why Superman 1, the first half of it, is not so exciting, because
different movies.
They had a 5-hour-long movie to tell you this whole story.
Yeah.
So they could take the time, and we can see Superman as a little kid with his little weenie out.
He didn't do that.
He has a little weenie out.
When he's getting sent home from Marlon Brando? Sent to Earth?
No, when he lands on Earth and he gets out of his ship, he has a little weenie out.
Because he's a baby? Anyways, we need to stop talking about this. Let's move on. Keep going.
Anyways. This is my Superman movie. This is my Superman. David Corenswet did a phenomenal job as Superman. Mm-hmm. And it felt I at first was like feeling Superman animated series vibes.
Yeah.
But then kind of like something took me away from that and actually made me feel like I was watching a comic book in front of my eyes.
Yeah.
And that's what us as fans want. Mm-hmm. We don't want you to change the characters. We don't want you to change their costumes, which they did for a long time.
Yeah, looking at, what's his name? Henry Cavill. That whole costume. Yeah,
I do wish that the Superman suit was less, like, almost denim-y. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I get that. I feel
texture.
like they do that with a lot of superheroes that have just solid colors, you know? Especially if they don't want to make their suits leather or armored. I'm thinking like Spider-Man, his suit in the movies has like this weird texture to it, almost like fake carbon fiber look. Yeah. And then you think like, oh, Captain America, he's got straps and belts and everything, and it looks great on him, but it wouldn't work for Superman or Spider-Man. But like Batman, armored up, plated up, looks better than what's his face back in the 60s. Adam West. That suit wouldn't work today. Yeah. It wouldn't at all.
The ears all bent.
Yeah.
But David Corenswet, great. Nicholas Hoult, great.
Fantastic.
The girl who plays Lois, I don't know her name.
You don't know her name?
What's her name?
You don't know her name? I don't either. I know I'm going to read it and be like, stupid.
But she's great. Like, she, I don't know if it's the direction of James Gunn or what, but every single person nailed their character to a T. Mm-hmm. At the beginning when she was doing the interview with Superman, I thought she was a little much, but
Rachel Brosnahan.
Yeah. I thought it was a little much, like a little aggressive, but then again, that's Lois Lane.
Right.
She's interviewing Superman as Lois Lane. She's not interviewing Clark Kent as Lois Lane.
Right.
So it makes sense that she would kind of, come out swinging because she's getting an interview with Superman.
Right, yeah. She's going to do the heavy-hitting questions and stuff like that, yeah.
This movie made me tear up 3 times.
It did. I remember looking over at you and you were tearing up.
3 times, and I am a diehard Superman fan since I was a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
And everything about this movie was Superman. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
At first, at the beginning, it was a little slower than I wanted it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I was almost worried that was the extent of the energy we were going to get.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that, but I felt like that energy was getting dragged on
Mm-hmm.
A little too far, especially with that opening scene being so, like that's the scene. Everything we saw in the trailer would happen in the first
5 minutes.
30 minutes of the movie. And so after we saw everything that they already revealed to us, is like, how can it get better than this? And it's like, I was a little underwhelmed at that point, and then it really took off.
Yeah. I feel what you're saying. I understood it. For me, it was, we're jumping into a universe that's already established for James Gunn, right? So his whole universe of DC is already going. There's no origin stories here, really. Like, the most origin-like thing that we got was told through the message from Superman's parents, right?
Yeah.
Also hilarious. Who plays? Was it Jor-El?
Jor-El.
Who is it?
Bradley Cooper.
Did you know that 2 other Guardians of the Galaxy are the robots' voices?
Really?
So there's at least 3 Guardians of the Galaxy in that scene.
Really?
So Bradley Cooper, Michael Rooker, and then I don't remember the actress's name who plays Mantis, but she's one of the voices of the robots too. So in that scene alone, and I think that's pretty funny.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, the backstory we get is through little things like that, right? It's, we're gonna play this message because Superman's hurt. Mm-hmm. He wants comfort,
And then soothes him.
Yeah,
and also foreshadowing for the beginning. Or foreshadowing for the middle and the end of the movie.
Right. So the first half of the movie is trying to establish the universe, not the characters. So that's probably why it felt a little bit slow. Mm-hmm. But my thing was, this movie felt like 3 sections of 3 different movies kind of put together, right? Like, the ending half of 3 different movies just got smushed together, and they cut out all the nonsense at the beginning that we don't need anymore, because like Spider-Man, we don't need to know that Superman came from another planet, landed in Kansas, and was raised by farmers and grew up and became this, and then this happened and this happened. Just like we don't need to know Uncle Ben died and for this and this and this, right? So they took out the beginning parts that we don't need again, and just kind of put these action-packed moments together, but then had to put these humanity moments in, right? Like, I didn't realize that we were starting with Clark and Lois together already, right? Until, they're together. And then establishing characters that have never been seen in live action Superman movies or DC movies, right? Like, is it Jimmy? The guy at the Daily Planet. Sorry. Slip of the tongue.
Jimmy has been in every single Superman
movie
project.
Yep. Okay. So, but I don't know him. Right?
No.
But like,
they also kind of, sorry to cut you off, the Zack Snyder version just turned him into just this guy. But Jimmy is a photographer for the
like
Daily Bugle.
Big in the Daily Bugle.
You made me do it. The Daily Planet.
Yeah. You're wearing a Daily Planet shirt.
Daily Bugle? Because you said it, I said it.
Yeah. But he's like pretty big in the comics, right? I know he was created for, I think, the radio show for Superman back in the day. So he's been like a staple from then on out. But also we had to establish that Lex Luthor is a thing, right? And we also had to explain that he's got portals to a pocket dimension. But then we also had to explain the Justice Gang, as they're called in this project.
Yeah.
But we also don't have to explain the people in it, right? It was just like, you know them.
Yeah.
I didn't. Like, obviously I know Green Lantern. And Hawkgirl has been in things that I've watched before. But the other guy...
Mr. Terrific.
Never seen him before. Not that I know of. But also, he was like my second favorite character.
Oh, he was great.
And
the redemption that these actors got from coming from Marvel movies to
superhero movies in general. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I'm glad that actor, and I don't know his name.
I actually downloaded the IMDb app for
what's his name?
Hold on, let me keep going. Here you go.
Edi Gathegi.
That sounds about right.
I think. But they did him so dirty in X-Men First Class.
Yeah.
And they reassured him that his character was going to come back.
Did he?
Guess what?
Nope.
He didn't.
Nope. But yeah, continue.
I was almost worried though that it was gonna be too Guardians of the Galaxy, too Suicide Squad.
I think there were moments.
There were, but it was just the right amount of James Gunn in it.
And I think I told you at the end of the movie that I think James Gunn is one of my favorite directors. Like, his spin on everything, and especially the comic book genre, it feels like bringing comic books to life, right? But he doesn't shy away from pulling at your like emotional heartstrings. Like you said, you cried
3 times.
I didn't necessarily cry in this one, but I'm not emotionally invested in the Superman characters as of watching the movie for the first time. But I can tell you that I cared about the characters in the movie enough, right? The one moment where I was like, oh man, that's hitting, is when Lex takes Crypto. And Superman comes in and just kicks the door down. And you can see the pain on his face. And he's also trying to hold back that he could just rip this dude in half so easily.
And David Corenswet really...
He sells it.
Sold it hard.
Yeah. I know that James Gunn can do a lot with comic books, and he can do a lot with the source material. We've seen it, right? Guardians 1, 2, and 3 are some of the best Marvel movies, in my opinion. Like, they hold up, right? Like, they feel like you're watching comic books come to life. Peacemaker was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed that show. Suicide Squad, or The Suicide Squad?
The Suicide Squad.
I enjoyed. I had fun with it. Was it my favorite? No. But it was a lot more fun than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get too much into things, especially with, like, the movie being so new. But if you haven't watched it, go watch it before you really listen to the rest of this episode, even though we're 20 minutes in. But I have some final thoughts, so I want you to do your stuff, and then...
So I want to talk about things that I didn't necessarily love about the movie, and my biggest thing was Crypto. Too many Crypto gags.
I get that. I can see that.
The Crypto gags, or Crypto's a dog, and Crypto's being a dog. It was awesome. It was lovable. I fell in love with that dog immediately.
Yeah.
But towards the middle / end of the movie, you're like really hoping like stuff is going down, right? And you're really hoping that like Crypto comes in and saves the day in a way, or does something really cool, and then he's just like, Crypto, and then he just like jumps on him or bites his ankle, or and you're just like, come on, just like the bad guy's right there, you know. And then you finally get that moment where he helps Superman multiple times in like the climax of the movie. And I loved it. And if we would have gotten just Crypto gags as comedic relief and not gotten the Crypto Superman team up, the payoff, I think I would have rather Crypto not be in it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I do love Crypto, and it's almost like they did it on purpose. You know, like, oh, he's gonna do something cool, and then he bites his ankle, or he's gonna do something cool, and he's licking Superman's face, or oh, he's gonna do something cool, and he's chasing Mr. Terrific's freaking camera. But then again, foreshadow to when he actually happens to help Superman. I want to say that was probably the only thing I didn't really like.
I think you didn't like the after and mid-credit scenes.
Oh, yeah. I was hoping for more.
I have thoughts on that as well. So my biggest issues with this movie come from, and these are kind of spoiler heavy, but again, we've mentioned that a handful of times. The mid-section of the movie when he gets taken by Lex Luthor and held in a cabin in the woods style prison cell, felt like it lasted way too long. I understand why we needed it to set up one character. That's the whole reason this whole segment of the movie exists, was to introduce Element Man, right?
Yeah, Metamorpho.
Yeah, but they don't call him that in the movie. And then they do the whole thing that has happened in almost every James Gunn thing, where you're like, this guy's doing something bad, but then he's doing it because the bad guy's actually doing something bad to him, right? And it's like, oh, they took his son. And then we have a CG fight scene in a CG river filled with CG guys fighting other CG guys. For why? Like, why did any of that need to happen? Like I'm asking, like, what did that scene bring to the rest of the movie? What did that whole location, like learning about the prison, the pocket dimension, like we know we needed the pocket dimension, but did we need Superman being trapped in a cage just to escape the cage, to free Crypto, to then take Crypto, Element Man, and get out of the thing. Element Baby, and get out of the thing, the pocket dimension, to then continue doing exactly what they were doing before the pocket dimension?
I guess not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to say up until the breakout, I didn't have an issue with that scene. The escape, the chase, the black hole river thing, didn't seem necessary. But then again, it is because of how the movie ends.
Yeah, but I don't think we needed to be in there that long.
No,
for
definitely
the
not
ending
that
to have
long.
The same impact.
Yeah, definitely not that long. But you know, the whole point of the ending part of that scene before they get out is how Superman defeats Ultraman. Spoiler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly how he defeated him. Like, I guess
I just think there could have been it could have been different. I think the CG digital water thing they had,
weird.
It was bright and colorful and everything, but there were a couple moments where I just looked away. You know, like I I don't know. It just didn't feel necessary for all of that. I think even just introducing the pocket dimension and then saying like, oh, we can't go in and out so many times or this will happen, and then it happens, would have had the same effect with 20, I don't know how long this sequence was, but like 10 minutes less time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that being like my biggest gripe about the movie is that scene. Did that scene have emotional depth? Yes. Were there stakes? Maybe. I don't know if there were stakes for Superman. But it definitely just felt like a place for Lex Luthor to do his villain monologue. And he even says it like, oh, I'm telling you this because you're never getting out of here. We know he's going to get out. They showed that scene in the trailer of him breaking out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Maybe I have an issue with trailers. I'm talking to you, Fantastic Four. We've seen the whole movie already, I think.
But here's the thing: they every movie now, the trailer is almost the first 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, I sure hope that's the case for the next movie we're going to be seeing.
Mm-hmm. All
Anyways,
in all,
we're talking
though,
about
Superman, I loved it, and it pulled at my heartstrings multiple times. And there was one scene. Do you remember Batman? The Batman, and he's chasing the Penguin in his car. When they first revealed the car, like 2 hours into this 3-hour-long movie.
Are you talking about when he blows it up and it comes through the fire?
Yeah, but we're going back a little bit to when they reveal the Batmobile.
Yeah,
and you're like, holy shit!
Yeah,
that was amazing. And then he goes into this car chase scene, and then they go through fire and the Penguin crashes, and then Batman gets out, and Penguin is upside down, and he's looking at Batman, and it's like the most
comes through the
epic
smoke.
Walking through the flames, freaking Nickelback playing in the background.
Is it Nickelback? Isn't it? Doesn't it just?
Well, that song was. Is that Nickelback?
No, it's Nirvana.
Nirvana. That's what I said. That's what I said. Anyways, that song is playing the new Batman theme song, and his cape is floating in the wind, and it's epic AF. We got that moment in the Superman movie, and I said, excuse my language.
No.
Oh, Do you remember that? I out loud said, I grabbed my chest.
Don't say it again.
And said, oh, fudge.
I don't remember when it was. Tell the audience.
So, Lex Luthor's pocket dimension is going off the rails and is destroying the city. Buildings are falling over, like almost like this Empire State Building style building is falling over onto a bridge. People are trying to drive off. This lady can't drive off fast enough. Superman stops it. And then holds it long enough for her to get out of there, and the building collapses on Superman. And then she looks in her rear view mirror, and you just see Superman floating up out of the smoke with his cape blowing in the wind. Why is that so cool?
Because it's new.
And that was my realization. That one shot was good enough for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That one shot. The rest of the movie could have been meh.
But that one shot.
But that one shot, exactly the way it was, would have been good enough for me.
I get you.
Does that make any sense? Like, I don't know why or how that even makes sense in my brain, but it does.
No, it's made to, right?
Yeah.
Like, they didn't do it by accident.
Right?
All right, Juan. I've already given my 4 out of 5 stars for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
What are you rating it? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I had it at 4.5, and then the more I thought about that one pocket dimension scene, my other gripe about the whole movie is that a lot of it just felt like it was 3 parts of 3 different movies combined, which is not always a bad thing. In this case, it's mostly good, but it is some bit of bad. And also, we didn't get enough Hawkgirl. And I definitely know I turned to you in the theater and said, I think I have a crush on Hawkgirl.
One more thing I didn't like about the movie. They made Superman's parents too Southern.
And they felt really old.
They made them way too Southern,
but also kind of funny.
It was okay. That's just not what we're used to for Superman's parents.
Yeah, and I think there's a really good scene there with the parents, so we're gonna just leave it at that and not spoil that part, because that was one of the moments I almost teared up.
I did. I had tears going like this out of both sides of the eyes.
So, what's your rating for this movie?
I'm going to rate it. I think I'm going to go 4.5, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not a perfect movie.
Not a perfect score. Not a perfect movie.
But a great start. I think this is a great start for DC to really come back, and like I said in my rear view mirror, looking for the epic shots. In my review, I said I want to be a fan of superhero movies again. And this one is a great start. So,
and I mean, James Gunn has his plans, and he seems really passionate about it, which is a big reason why this movie was so good.
Yeah.
They've scrapped screenplays just because it wasn't the one. They've scrapped movies because it wasn't the one. It wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Yes. 100% yes. I'll wait another 2 or 3 years if the next movie is going to be like that.
Yeah. I think we have a lot to look forward to, especially with what's the next stuff we got? We got Peacemaker season 2, which James Gunn's talked about it having big teases for the future of the DC universe.
Yep.
We have Supergirl.
Yep.
Clayface.
Yep.
I think that's all we really know about in the future.
He announced Batman Brave and the Bold, but we don't know if that's going to
continue where we're
come
at
together or not.
So, future holds a lot. I think, I'm pretty excited for superhero movies, because we know that if Superman failed and then we still don't know with Fantastic Four, but if it failed, I really think the superhero genre was going to fail.
You want to hear a bold statement?
Sure.
I think if James Gunn keeps doing what he's doing, he could give Marvel a run for their money.
I think Marvel needs it. And that's coming from a Marvel fan. Because we've been disappointed a lot. But then we have surprise hits like Thunderbolts. Or I really liked Ironheart. But again, like some of the shows for Marvel, you need to be a Marvel fan to really like them. And I think Kevin Smith said it on his podcast. He was like, Ironheart wasn't for everyone, but it was for me. Because he's a super Marvel head, and I think that's cool. Also, watch Ironheart. Juan.
I'm gonna.
You need to watch it so I can talk to you about it. But let's wrap this up. I have one statement about end scene credits. You didn't like them, or the credits, the scenes in the credits.
It's not that I didn't like them. I was hoping for more. I was hoping for some reveal. How many people did we have in that pocket dimension?
1,000.
A lot.
I have a statement I'm going to make, and then we're going to wrap up the show.
Go for it.
I think this was James Gunn saying, get over mid-credit scenes. Get over it. We're done. I don't want them anymore. Honestly, I don't.
Sometimes you just want to get up and go.
So maybe on our next episode, we'll talk about mid-credit scenes and end credit scenes. Because I have a lot I want to say. Maybe we'll find the best one and the worst one.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Well, let's end this B and get the heck out of here, because I definitely know that it's storming outside.
Yeah. We can definitely hear it.
We can hear it.
And it's distracting.
A little bit. I also have to drive home.
And also, thank you for listening to BJ in the Morning. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all the above. Instagram and TikTok at
BJ in the Morning _
And that was a big one. YouTube at
BJ in the Morning Podcast. And if you're listening on any of your podcast listening apps, please be sure to leave us a 5-star review, because A, it helps us grow. B, it helps us get out to other people so the algorithm knows who to recommend our show to.
And C, you're awesome.
Yeah. And only awesome people listen to the show. But thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of BJ in the Morning. I am Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And we'll
talk to you next time.